120 on the money.
Let's go. It's the most satisfying thing.
It is the best. You know, chef. So I've had the opportunity to live in the West Indies, but I've never actually made a roti myself. So today I'm going to learn from the master herself, Chef Rashida Holmes of Bridgetown Roti. She's going to show me how to make the most delicious goat roti. Let's go.
Today we're gonna make some paratha rotis.
Excellent.
You familiar with paratha rotis?
I am. I actually lived in the West Indies for a good amount of time, and
so you know stuff.
I know some things. All I ate was roti. I'm a big fan, but I have not made it myself with my own two hands.
All
so
right.
I'm excited.
So first, let's talk about flour. I use 4 different types of flour in my roti. Chickpea flour, which is traditional.
Yes.
And then AP flour as well. So we're gonna mix all these flours together in a bowl.
Excellent.
And then we're gonna add baking powder and salt.
Mixy, mixy.
Mixy, mixy. Start with a cup of warm water.
Okay.
Definitely wanna use warm water. It gets the baking powder moving. And you're gonna mix around like biscuit dough, kind of make like the clumpies.
Okay. Clumpies are good.
Clumpies are good.
Cool.
Cool. We're gonna add some more water now. Now we're gonna start to bring it together into a dough.
So generally we see roti cooking more prevalent in Indian cuisine. Why would you say it's made its way over to Barbados?
You know, in the 1800s when slavery was abolished, not in America, but just in the British colonies, which Barbados and Trinidad still were, they still needed people to work the plantations. And what they did is they shipped a lot of the black people to the States. And then they were like, oh crap, we don't have any workers. They went to South India and brought all the workers to the Caribbean then. So that's why I would say Indian cuisine and Asian cuisine, they're all cousins.
Yes.
From the same mother. They just took what was around them. So they brought their curries, they brought their breads, they brought everything there and kind of created this new cuisine with the local tropical fruit and everything that was already there. Yeah, we're gonna bring it into a bowl and then we're gonna do a little kneading. And a lot of kneading, but some light kneading.
Light knead.
It is a sticky dough.
Okay. And so we're developing the gluten in this process.
We are. But we don't want to go too far with it.
Okay.
Because, you know, it's a flatbread. We want it to stay nice and tender.
Sure.
Just a
little tacky.
Just a little tacky. Has some bounce, but you can tell like the gluten's not all the way there. All right, we're gonna plop it in this bowl.
Okay.
Cover it with plastic wrap and let it rise.
Okay.
Now let's prep our goat. We got some goat. We got some leggies here.
Leggies, goat leggies. Hello, friends.
Hello, friends. And we had a whole side. Let's do it. We're gonna keep them separate because we're gonna season them differently. These fattier legs, I smoke. So for the half body, saddle ribs, belly, we're gonna confit it.
Wow, 2 preparations.
2 preparations, and then afterwards we mix the meats together.
Oh my gosh.
So this is a spice mix that we make. I make like 3 or 4 different curry powders because I found when I started this business that none of the curry powders in the store satisfied me.
Yes.
So I make my own. So this one is fenugreek, coriander, cumin, fennel, mustard seeds. So that's gonna sit overnight with the seasoning.
Perfect.
And then we'll confit it. This marinade is where this dish gets its name.
Okay.
Because this is gonna be the marinade for the goat and it's also gonna be our curry base for when we make the goat after it's cooked as well.
Red pepper goat.
Yes.
I feel like this roti dough is talking to you, chef.
It is. She's ready to go. You know, we're not looking for a double proof. It's not that kind of dough.
Okay.
But we are looking for a softening. So we're gonna portion this out to 120 grams each.
120.
Go for it, chef.
You got it.
Next is my favorite part. So we're gonna dip in flour because you know how tacky that dough is.
Yes.
And then we're gonna roll them out to about 6 to 7 inches around. Be generous with the flour.
Generous with the flour.
Or else she's gonna stick on you.
By the way, I have to say we kind of like coordinate these
It
outfits.
took us a while to say anything.
Dude.
Even my apron is denim, and you got the denim.
It is all working.
So we got our dough circles here. They look great.
Excellent.
Nice and uniform. Killed it. We're gonna do what I like to call the Pac-Man. So down from the middle, cut it.
Okay.
Make a Pac-Man.
Okay.
So we're gonna take our soft butter.
Okay. Ooh, I love this.
Take off about yay much with your fingers.
Okay.
And you're just gonna
Watch you do
rub it across the top. Kind of thick, but not too thick.
Okay.
Is the vibe. And the dough's gonna move on you a little bit.
Okay.
Just let it.
Yeah, well, so when you have the butter in between the layers of dough, you're creating steam, right, from the milk solids.
Exactly.
And you get a very instant puff, and then there's a double puff coming from the baking powder as well.
Exactly.
So you get these layers. It's almost similar to the technique, I imagine, of a scallion pancake.
Yes, it's very similar to
Right.
scallion pancake.
Right.
This is the next step, my other favorite part.
Excellent.
So I start with one corner.
Yes.
And you're just gonna roll around the edge. The idea is to keep the edge together. So you follow the edge all the way around. So you get a cone.
Okay.
Just like that.
Yes, chef.
Don't worry about the middle as much. It'll come when you keep the edge.
Okay. How am I doing?
Doing great. Now you got your cone. You're gonna pinch the seam together, just right up the side. And that's what we're looking for in the bottom, that nice spiral.
Excellent.
Now plop it down, spiral side down.
Spiral side down.
Thumb,
Thumb.
shove it down the middle.
Shove down the middle.
Perfect.
Okay.
Give it a little twist to kind of tighten it up. And then we'll plop it on our sheet tray.
Okay.
Boom.
Fun.
That's the lamination.
And repeat.
And repeat.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this in some plastic wrap.
Okay.
We're gonna pop it in the freezer so that we can reset that butter. And then we're gonna pull our goat meat out and get our curry all ready to go for these bad boys.
Awesome.
So we have our smoked and confit goat here.
Lovely.
Now it's gonna make it into a curry.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with that same curry powder.
I'm so into it. Echoing flavors is so important. Putting it in the beginning and also in the end. Driving it home, absolutely. And so we want to really toast these spices, huh?
Yeah,
It's
we're really toasting it.
beautiful,
See how those
fragrant.
nice bubbles are coming
Absolutely.
up?
And that
Really
oil's taken on another hue, really, from
Yes,
the spices.
exactly.
So beautiful.
We're gonna add a little bit of flour and kind of create like a curry roux. So when we add our stock and our curry paste, everything has a nice texture. Nice and thicking up. So now we're gonna add our chicken feet stock. I like to use chicken feet because we got jelly in it.
So is this style of curry prevalent sort of like throughout the West Indies, or are there different styles of curry?
When you go to places, especially like Trinidad, which I think probably has the most Indian influence in its cuisine like,
absolutely.
throughout the islands, there you're gonna find the breadth
Yes.
of Southern Indian curries
Yes.
there for sure.
So beautiful how rich and thick this gets.
Bringing it to a boil because we want that flour to cook out, and we want to make sure all that curry paste is dissolved. Now we're gonna add the goat.
Okay.
So because we've like pre-cooked the goat, it's already nice and soft. You can add the goat to that.
So really, the goat's cooked already. It's been smoked. It's been confit.
Yep.
And now this is just about reintroducing those same spices and
Exactly.
pepper sauce that we started off with,
Exactly.
and bringing it up to temp.
Exactly.
Okay.
Correct. Traditionally, maybe you'd cook the goat and stew it all together with your curry.
Sure.
But because I kind of do the different cooking methods, this works the same way. I think you can even add a little more paste to this. What do you say?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love
Let's
that.
add some more. Let's add
Okay.
some more. Now we're talking.
Nice.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking curry up in here.
Oh my gosh. I love your food so much. It's everything I taste from you is banging.
Thank
Like
you.
delicious.
Thank you, chef. And we're gonna roll some rotis out. So our butter is nice and chilled, as a good laminated butter should be.
Awesome.
So we're gonna go a little flour on the board.
Okay.
So then, we're just gonna roll out a flatbread. I go about 10 inches around,
Okay.
give or take. That butter's gonna start to squeeze around there. As you can see, you see the flecks of butter kind of all through there. That's a good thing. Not like croissants where we don't wanna see it, we wanna see it. Very nice.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Thank you.
First time, pretty good.
Thank you.
Absolutely. It's like you're a chef or something.
Yes.
All right, let's cook a roti.
Okay.
I like an unoiled surface because there's enough butter
Yep.
in there that it doesn't really need it. That butter melts really, really fast.
And adding the oil is going to make it a completely different texture, like almost crispier, right?
Exactly, and
so-
we're looking for something that's really nice and soft.
Makes sense.
Crispy is not the goal.
Right. You see me roti. Say hey. Did you even roti if you didn't sing to it?
No, you did not. It's all you, chef.
Alrighty.
I believe in you.
Thank you. Believe in me too. All right, here we
Ready.
go. Ready?
Yeah.
Little color, little
Yeah.
flippy.
And a flippy.
Wow, baby's first roti.
And we'll stack them up. They'll steam.
Perfect.
They'll keep each other soft. All right, so we got our rotis rolled.
Yes.
Our curry is ready.
Curry's ready.
We're gonna make a couple of accoutrements. It's gonna go-
Accoutrement,
it's
how
gonna go
fancy.
inside. So traditionally when you go get curry, you get like a cooked cabbage on the side. I was like, that's boring. Let's put it inside.
Irrit. We'll mix it.
We're gonna mix it up. So we have some purple cabbage here, some Savoy cabbage, some cilantro and scallions.
Yes.
So we're just gonna make a quick little slaw with that.
Okay.
So some salt, and turmeric curry vin. So that's another curry powder that I make. Lime juice, lemon juice, a little bit of oil. That's gonna be the base for our slaw.
Wow, bright.
Yes.
Delicious.
And then the other thing we're gonna add is some fried fingerling potatoes.
Love that.
So again, traditionally curry has potatoes in it. All right, our rotis are ready. So first, the goat goes down. Then potatoes.
So these are mimicking what we would generally find in a curried stew goat situation, all in one pot.
Exactly.
Just reimagined, done in different stages.
Exactly that. So then we got our peanut stew. Yeah. Some slaw in there. And then wrap it like a burrito.
Wrap it like a burrito.
Sides in, over the top. Give it a roll. Are you ready?
I'm so ready, actually. I'm so ready. It's incredible how the juiciness of the goat and then the sharpness and the brightness from the slaw, that crunch, texture, freshness, they really play so well together.
Yeah.
You know, it comes in and with the filling,
Yeah.
not on top of.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think that's what makes roti unique is like the way it kind of disappears.
And I have to say, which is an incredible feat because, I mean, you take something that is a short dough, ultimately, it happens to become a vessel to hold all these ingredients without falling apart.
Yeah. You know, I haven't eaten one of these in a while.
Isn't that crazy? Like, you make it, and then you eat maybe family meal, and it's like to enjoy the full package.
I know.
How do you feel, Chef? It's really good. It's really good. Go on.
Tasty food right here.